Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Wanted to show you this Wish item I picked up. Now, a couple things about this. It was advertised that it was USB powered and not this type of power. The output is 12 volt 2 amp. So this is your power source for this item, and you could use, if I buy a DC-DC converter, and then this tells me on here that the negative is on the outside and the positive is in the center. So I would remember that, test the wires, hook this up to the DC-DC converter, and then hook the other end to the of the DC-DC converter to my solar power system. Because right now I would have to hook this into an inverter and go up to 120 volts. Then this transformer would take it back down to 12 volts. So it's kind of a waste. So it was originally advertised on there that this was USB powered, so obviously that didn't turn out. However, still pretty neat. Now the aerial is, I guess, good for radio and television. However, television is useless on here because everything's digital now, and this only picks up analog stations, which are pretty much non-existent. Here is the audio, the cable. So basically, this plugs into the blue unit here, and then I can either plug this into a device or a TV. It has in and out, so I can actually take my whatever I'm watching, throw it up on a big screen. Not that I would ever do that, because, you know, if I'm using this in the first place, it's to conserve power. So it's just a nice little option to have. I brought my thumbstick over here to show you some stuff. I have the remote powered up with a couple AAA batteries from Dollar Tree, and I'll show you that. So first things first, here's the USB port for thumb drives. Here's the SD card. Here's a headphone jack. Here is the AV cables, which are these audio visual cables. So that's an out and an in. Here's the power switch, and here is the power supply. And you guys probably can't even see that. This is where the TV antenna plugs in / radio antenna, and here's where the gaming controller plugs in. And that's about it. So I'm gonna hook up the gaming controller that comes with it, which is USB powered, this thing here, because when I turn this on, it normally loads up. It'll start just firing up your DVD player right here. So now there's 300 games that come with this unit, which is kind of nice. They're old school games. So I'll kind of go through the list here with you. Here is the gaming menu. It has Super Mario and a lot of games I don't even know. Whoops. Yeah, there's 30 pages with 10 games per page. So 300. There is there's Super Mario there. So there is yes, I'm recording. So there is sorry about that. So there is there he is jumping around. Whoa. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm able to do some gaming on here with some old school games that I have, which is kind of nice. change things up from just watching TV, right? So obviously if I have the volume turned down, so I'll use the remote and turn it up. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, that's the just one of 300 games. Here, I'll jump around. So that's kind of cool. So we'll hit the menu button. Whoops, wrong one. Still learning this thing a little bit. So menu, that stops the DVD player here. Now I'll hook up a thumbstick, and you basically run the thumbstick from the remote control, which is kind of weird. So it has channel, USB, and stuff like that. So we'll go to that. USB mode, and then you just go in, pick whatever's on the folder, and it will play. I'm gonna check the volume. Okay, the volume's maxed, so we'll go to. I'll just run a Supergirl to show you guys that it works. There it goes. Yeah, so we'll pause that. Baby Superman. Yeah, so kind of cool. We'll go to menu again. Actually, a lot of the stuff you can do from the remote. So I can zoom in, zoom 2, zoom 3. I don't know why you would zoom. Go to off. What else? Yeah, so menu, I can go in, change, it has like a memory, TV type, 16:9, or just this size. I'm guessing it, wonder if, okay, 16:9 is what everything is, and that actually got rid of those damn bars that you see on your TV all the time. So, and it's got a rating system, subtitles, music. You can change the brightness and all that stuff. Yeah, that's it for that. So we'll go to mode, and mode will take us into this is kind of like TV mode. AVN mode is with these cables, so basically the mode button is your input, where whatever input you're gonna run. And then let's go to, here is radio, so I can go and click auto, and I guess it'll auto tune me. I don't have the aerial plugged in, but I think normally it will do its thing. So let me turn that down. Okay, so tune. Till I get something clear to come in. Probably not. So I don't know if I have AM capability, because I was never able to change it yet. It probably would help if I plugged the aerial in, but whatever. I have listened to the radio on here, so I'm just gonna get out of this mode again. Okay, stop, mode. and now it goes back to the main screen, and now it's reading that gaming disc again. So I can basically play a lot of my videos and stuff quite a bit. Quite a bit of stuff. It's got Contra, it's got all kinds of stuff. There's even like a demo mode. I haven't played any of these. It's got Donkey Kong and stuff. I haven't played any all of them yet, but we'll just see. And then obviously I can rotate the screen and even go like this, fold it down. So, not that you guys can see now because of the angle. So it's pretty portable, that's for sure. I don't think I played half of these games in my childhood. But yeah, so pretty cool. $70 on Wish. It came early, so there was no freebie on this one, and I'm assuming the higher the price the item is on Wish, obviously that's going to speed up the shipping, and you're not going to have, you know, you're not going to have issues. But anyway, this thing is pretty awesome. So on my off-grid days that I have really bad power, I can just have this basically as my entertainment system. I can either watch DVDs or listen to the radio or music, and or watch videos off my hard drives, stuff like that. And TV not so much, because if they had a modern version of this where you could have HDMI outs instead of these, would be awesome. And if they got digital coax connection in the back, so I could actually watch off of my aerial in the tiny house, that would be cool too, because this thing doesn't burn much hydro at all. Like I said, 12 volts at 2 amps. So obviously you guys could figure out the watts. I think it's B12 divided by 2 would give you the watts, as far as I know. And yeah. So unfortunately, though, there was some false advertising with that, because it said they even had one where it was a 12-volt cigarette plug that powered this. That was not the case. But what I can do is either buy a DC-DC converter, or they have very small inverters that don't run much but would run this, and I could plug that into a cigarette plug and then plug this into that device, and I would have it would be a very small inverter that would take it to 120 volts and then drop it back to 12. But I'm sure Stu, High-Tech Guy 18, could figure a way out that I could use a DC-DC converter and run directly off 12 volt, thus saving me wasting energy with the inverter and all that. And this has like a 2-hour battery life on board, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, so it's just in demo mode doing this. I don't know, you can probably zoom in. Nope, not really. And you can just power it off here with the remote, as far as I know. There you go. And very lightweight, portable. That'd be good for airplane rides or trips, something like that. But the only, yeah, like I said, the only bummer is if this was actually USB powered, then we'd be really rolling in. But other than that, really good buy. And yeah, leave me a comment below, guys, and we'll try this out in the tiny house. This was probably gonna head over there we'll see how. I'm going to try my actual external hard drives on here with their own power source to see if it'll play those videos. And I know it doesn't have all the formats in the world, but most of them. So we'll go from there.